Salutations, friends and strangers of the interwebs. Welcome back to the channel. I am Said Stevie, and today is going to be the final day of knife maintenance week. And I am going to do a little TLC on my... Whoop! Or I'm not. I'm back. I'm going to do a little TLC on my Koenig Arius. This is a Gen 4 batch 9. I think the born on date was February 18th, I believe. I could have gone and gotten the box and all that, but I didn't feel like digging that out. But I've not done anything to this since I got it. I have taken apart a Arius before when Knife Nerd Reviews, Johnny was kind enough to send me his Arius early on to the channel. He let me check it out, and I took it apart, took a look at it, and that was, it seems like eons ago. But yeah, I have carried this a fair amount. This is not a safe queen. It's not super hard to use by any means, but I do carry it, mainly just to flex on fools every once in a while. Hey, if you're going to have an Arius, you got to show it off once in a while, right? But, excuse me. Also, quick beverage check. Drinking from my Get In Loser, We're Doing Butt Stuff cup that I got for my birthday from my old school homie, Laura. Coffee, black like my soul. Quick sidebar, was talking to... who was I talking to? Grumpy, Papa Rhino, Patina Turner, about my method of coffee. I do cold brew, home brew, and I make this shit strong, man. This will give your chest hairs a perm. And it's good. I like it. But anywho, yeah, I'm going to do some maintenance on this. Take it apart, clean it, and I have some skiffs that I'm going to put into it. It doesn't need it. I don't have any blade play or anything, and the action's already good. But why the heck not? I got them. May as well use them. As with most U.S. made knives, the pivot barrel diameter is 3/16, and this takes the 1/16 balls 11 count on those. So let's just get into it. I know that you take this apart from the show side, or the clip side. So, and if I remember correctly, this is a T8 Ella. That's Ella in the background. Yep, this is a T8 on here. I'm out in the back, and I got the dog running around. I don't think you guys will mind that at all. But yeah, so as I always do, I start back to front. So this is the, I got bronzed hardware on this one. Another quick sidebar while I got this going on. This is actually my second Arius. My first one was also a Gen 4, batch 9 or whatever it is. It had blue hardware on it, and I freaking lost it. Yes, you heard me correctly. I've not, plenty of people know about that, but I've not talked about it a lot because it is a very sore subject for me. I lost it. Or it got stolen. I don't know. It is a very long story. But I went Ariuslessness for too long afterwards, and I had to get another one. So this is technically okay. So it's a batch 6, if you can see that there. Here, let me take that blade off. If it, whoop, there goes the pivot. Here, let me just. You can see that milled out in there. Batch 6, Gen 4, batch 6. And I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but it is. You can see that it's been in and out of pocket quite a bit. It's got all sorts of fuzzy wuzzies in it. And so this has like some plastic ceramic bearings in it. And I didn't realize that. These are not, doesn't appear to be metal. Or I think these ones are phosphor bronze. But I don't think I'm going to take out the washers on there. I am just going to give this a quick spritz with my, I use 91% rubbing alcohol. Give those, I'm just doing it off camera so I don't spray it all over my mat. Going to, yeah, you can see it's fairly dirty. Like I said, this is not a safe clean by any means. I'm pretty sure as we go through this, you'll see I got some snail trails on it. This is a forever knife, so I'm not worried about that. I'm not going to be selling it anytime soon, or at all. So, to me, even though, yes, this is a very expensive knife, it doesn't bother me that it's gotten some marks on it. I'm quite alright with that. Quite alright with that indeed. So, given that a little wipe down, yeah, I'm not going to take out the, should I flip the washers around? Just so they can wear a new track on the, nah, I'm not going to. Maybe I should, but unless the action seems messed up, I'm not going to. But you can see the internals of this have a lot of weight relief pockets cut. This knife, for being as big as it is pretty dang light, I gotta say. But yeah, this is some good old USA made machining. Oh, there goes the stop pin. No, that is just a pin to help capture the backspacer there. Don't want to lose that. But yeah, this is, again, an expensive knife, made in the United States knife, and it's not for everybody, but it is for Stevie. I love this knife, and I definitely got some pride of ownership going on with this thing. I dig it. I dig it a lot, and yeah, but again, not very complicated here at all. So what am I going to use to lubricate? I am going to use my KPL. I want to get some nano oil, although I do have a KPL affiliate if anybody wants to buy some. You'll see the link down in my description, but I want to get some nano oil and start trying that out. I also have some Gunny Glide, but that's in a box that I have buried in one of my closets, and I don't feel like getting it out yet. So yeah, there's that. But I'm gonna put just a little bit in the little smear there in the track for the stop pin. I like that this has an integrated stop pin into the blade. That's my favorite way that it's done. But yeah, so now you can see there are no pockets on the blade. They're just cut into the handles. So now it's time to reassemble. It's that simple, folks. Let me... Yalla's making some noises. Let me put this pivot back in. And I'd like to get new... I'm not crazy about the bronze on the hardware. But it's not just as simple as getting different hardware. Apparently every pivot is fit specifically for each knife by Koenig, and so you have to send it into them and they will do it, I guess. Or yeah, so I think I'm either stuck with bronze, or I might have to see if there's someone out there that can do some anodization for me. I'd like to have it blue. I also wouldn't mind maybe stripping it and going bare bones. Yeah, I don't know. But for now, I'm okay with it. You can see that these 3/16 rocket glides from Skiff fit perfectly. Absolutely perfectly. So I am going to use some KPL Heavy on the detent ramp here. So this has a detent ramp cut into it. So far, this is my only... I got a couple knives with detent ramps, and I'm not typically a fan of it. But this works. Whatever they're doing, Koenig does it perfectly. This knife is seriously, it's perfect in my opinion. I don't have any gripes about this knife whatsoever. I just got to get that pivot seated properly. There we go. Really, I don't have any. There's some, I guess, maybe some minor nitpicks that as I put this back together, I'll go over. But really, in my opinion, this knife is worth all the hype and an extremely awesome knife. Extremely awesome. Put a little on there. I'm probably over lubing as I always do. There we go there. There we go there. See if this fits back together. If anything, if you guys have noticed this week, if you've been watching any of my disassembly videos, one thing you guys should be taking away, I think a lot of you probably already do, but knives are not as complex as you might think that they are. That doesn't seem to be fitting together all the way. Or is it? No. Yeah, it is. Okay. These things are as complex as they might look. They are not, as far as the construction of them, they're not difficult to take apart and maintain. You just got to be careful. Don't ever force anything. If something doesn't seem to be screwing back together right, you didn't put it together correctly, and stop, take your time, go backwards, take it back apart if you need to. Don't ever force anything, but it's very simple to maintain your knives, and a little TLC goes a long way. So let's check for centering here. Perfectly on center. Yeah, action is exactly what it was before. It's just got a little bit better rigidity, I think, with the skiffs in there. I need to get some more, I'm going to get some Vibratite to replace my Loctite, and I lost my Loctite. I don't know where it's at, so I will Loctite this at another point in time, because I don't think I need to take this apart again. I'm going to crank that pivot down and see what happens. Okay, that is a little too tight, so I'm going to back it off just a skosh, but I want this pivot as tight as possible. Ella, what you barking at? What you barking at, Ella? I love her little bark. I love it. It's 4th of July weekend, and there's a lot of booms going on, and she's been very, very sensitive to that. So I think that's what she's barking at. Yeah, I like the hydraulic sheddiness of this, but I am going to just a little bit more get it to where it's, yeah, that's exactly where I want it. We have zero blade play whatsoever. Again, I think even, well, let me test this before I say it. Even with the pivot all the way loosened, this thing doesn't come off center, really, at all. Maybe a skosh, but even with it all the way backed out, this thing just, it's done so well that it's just naturally centered. And, yeah. Look at that, just the way it glides down. Now, if I loosen it just another hair, it becomes even more. I don't own a smoother knife. I have plenty of smooth action knives, but none of them are Arius quality. This is something on another level. It absolutely is. If you've handled one, you know what I'm talking about. If you've not handled one, if I ever run into you and I got it on me, you will absolutely let me know and I'll let you check it out. But these are something special, and I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging by any means, but it is a dope knife to have in my collection, and I truly, truly love it. It's not my favorite knife in my collection, but it's one that I have one of the most pride in owning. And Koenig's an awesome company. They are based in Boise, Idaho, so they are still pretty much Pacific Northwest, which is what I also dig about this knife. And just, you can see the milling that goes into... I'm glad I got the textured. You see the only other markings on these. You see the M390, and you see the Koenig stamp on there. Other than that, that's it. And I said earlier, this is a forever knife, and I also said that you might see some snail trails on here. Surprisingly, as much as in and out of pocket as it's been, there are none, actually. And the only reason why I would get rid of this is to trade up. I would go for, if I ever had the chance to pick up a 20 CV or a MagnaCut version, I would do that. Probably 20 CV, just because I like 20 CV over M390. I know I'm never going to know the real difference, but I would just, I'd like it just a little bit more if this was in 20 CV. But if I never got those opportunities, I'm completely fine with this. But that's it, folks. You can see there how simple that was with the right tools. It's not tough at all. So that's all I got for you, folks. Let me know what you guys think. Hope you do you like the disassembly videos? Is it worth me doing them? Am I just wasting time creating videos that are unnecessary? They seem to be getting decent views and decent feedback, so I don't know. Don't have any to do for a while, although I do still have quite a few knives I want to maintain. As I get ready for a knife sale, maybe I will go through and clean some up, and I'll do some more, but yeah, I just had a fair amount this week that I wanted to maintain. Cleanliness is next to Santa Claus, and I like to have a well-maintained knife. So there you go, folks. Koenig Arius. In my first video, I call him the Koenig Arius, and I got a lot of shit about this. That just misspoke. Koenig Arius Gen 4 Batch 6. It's a badass knife. Dig it, love it so much. But again, that's it, folks. So until the next one, I'll talk to you mofos later. Deuces. Can't find my cursor. It's bright out. Deuces.